Let's talk about using Microsoft Excel and using a VBA script to generate an XML file used in TwinSAFE. Again, it's important to remember that this import export functionality that we're talking about is a T3 tool, and it is essential that you take protective measures according to IEC 61508 and make sure that you read and understand all of the Beckhoff provided documentation. So for this example, we have an Excel file with three sensors. The sensors can be named anything that we want, and we can negate the sensors if necessary using an exclamation point. We also have three effects or actors that are on the other side. So this could be actor 123 or contactor 123. And by filling out this Excel file, we're going to then generate an XML that we're going to use inside of TwinSAFE. But before we do that, let's take a look underneath the hood and see what the Visual Basic code looks like to make this happen.
My name is John Helfrich, and I'm with the Advanced Applications Group. And today I'm going to give you a little behind the scenes view of this Excel macro that we're running to generate the XML document for TwinSAFE. We have a macro that is called Generate TwinSAFE XML. This uses the standard baked in Excel XML read and write functionalities. And we start with a blank document. And then we add in the root node for the TwinCat export for XML. Then we go through a standard TwinSAFE configuration. We add an EK 1100, and it targets the EL 6910 for the IO mapping to the physical device. We target an EL 6910 for the safety project. Next thing we do is we can add a TwinSAFE group to the project. Then we can add in our standard alias devices, such as our run stop bit. We have an error acknowledge bit, and then we can create our networks based off of what's selected inside the Excel sheet. So in this script, what we do is we loop through the checkboxes of the actors and the sensors, and we select which ones we're going to create a network for. It'll add those to the XML. And then we will create the mappings for all the function blocks that are added to the network. This will map the standard alias devices and the safety alias devices, the physical IO points to the function blocks and their corresponding variables. And then lastly, we save this document off in the form of XML, and I will show you how to attach this as a macro. So we have this button to generate XML. To attach the macro, you right-click, Assign Macro, and you select the macro that is on the spreadsheet. You can then run the macro by selecting it, hit Save, and you will get a successful save prompt. And then to open up the XML, we can look through some of the things that it created. You can see that we have an author, we have a project name, and then all the goodies that were selected based off of the Excel sheet. Down at the very bottom, you can see the mappings from physical devices to the TwinSAFE group. You can also see the terminals and also the standard alias devices, such as the run error acknowledge bits.
Now let's use the XML that John just created with the default settings and bring it into a TwinSAFE project. First, I'm going to add an existing item underneath TwinSAFE, go to the location where I stored the file, choose TwinCat2/TwinCat3 Safety Project XML, and open. Now we can see that our target system is already configured to an EL6910. It's terminal 2 on the IO tree, and it should have a safe address of 2. If we go down into the TwinSAFE group, we'll see our two alias devices, the 1904, 2904. Now, if we go into TwinSAFE Group 1, we can see that we have Network Actor 2, Network Actor 3. We don't have Network Actor 1 because if you'll remember back in the Excel file, Actor 1 didn't have any sensors feeding to it. So we've created the XML so that it simply passes over it and doesn't create that network. So for Actor 2, we see that sensor 1 and 2 must be true. Sensor 3 must be negated in order for Actor 2 to turn on. Now let's go back into the Excel file, make a few changes, and we'll see exactly how that affects our TwinSAFE project. So let's make some changes. Let's change sensor 1 to door 1, sensor 2 to light curtain, And we're going to negate light curtain. And we'll change sensor 3 to door 2. For actor 1, let's assume that all 3 must be true. For actor 2, let's say that the light curtain is violated, but door 1 must also be off. So only door 2 can be true, and we'll leave actor 3. And let's rename our actors as well. Let's rename actor 1 as contactor 1, actor 2 as another output, and actor 3 as something else. Now let's generate the XML. We'll save it next to the other one, 2. Now we'll head back to TwinCat and see what those changes look like. I've already deleted the other safety projects, so let's again add existing item. The save location will choose the new XML. Now we'll see that contactor 1 is the name of the first network, just like we named the actuator, and that door 1 must be true, light curtain must not be true, door 2 must be true in order to activate contactor 1. Now we'll see another output, which was our second actor, where only door 2 must be true. And we now have 3 networks because all 3 actors had a way to trigger them. So in our final network, we see something else where door 1 must be true, light curtain must not be true, and something else. So this is one way that you could use a VBA script either within a Microsoft application or creating your own application in order to auto-generate XML files that can be used within TwinSAFE. Hopefully you found this helpful and can use this in your applications.